Novice players tend to require more feedback initially with a gradual reduction in frequency. Therefore, 100% feedback is used for the first stages with progression to player-controlled feedback.
The initial test is used to determine baseline performance for future comparison. The test will involve 5 attempts at the kicking sequence, including approach and follow-through, with a score out of 10 being awarded.
Blocked practice has been shown to have higher initial improvements in performance for beginners, which is why the player will be practicing the basic movement patterns one after another for 10 repetitions.
Acquisition tests will be the same as the initial performed at the start of week 1, with the player performing the kicking sequence 5 times with a rating out of 10 being awarded.
The next initial test will involve the player performing the conversion kick 10 times at random locations on the field within the 40-metre line. They will be scored based upon success or failure of the goal.
Block practice is being used for the kicking at goal in this week of the program to improve the player's confidence and performance. Initially, the kick will be in front, close in, for 10 reps. As the difficulty increases, random practice will commence.
The Coke Zero challenge involves placing a can or object on the crossbar and aiming to knock it off by hitting the post, crossbar, or the can itself. It provides variety and entertainment in the program. Initially, the player will kick from close in, but as they progress, they should kick from random locations with increased difficulty. This should be performed for 20 to 30 minutes.
Target practice will involve kicking at a bin or other target with points being awarded for accuracy. This will be performed for 20 to 30 minutes.
That's the one.
Kicking under fatigue is important for conversion kickers. The player will run 10 shuttles of 20 to 30 metres and kick immediately after the final shuttle to practice kicking under fatigue.
Dual task activity involves a series of beeps with different pitches played during the run-up of the kick. The player must correctly identify the pitch as soon as possible. This will be done 10 times.
The player will need to be able to perform the conversion kick under pressure, as they will be faced with high pressure situations in a game. Such pressure will involve crowd pressure, players charging from the try line, and rewards and punishments. These pressure kicks will be performed for 30 minutes randomly.
Kicking blindfolded will place an emphasis on other feedback systems such as somatosensory and vestibular. The player will perform the blindfolded kicks with the other novelty activities in a 30 to 40 minute session.
The acquisition test will be the same as the initial test performed in week 2, with 10 random kicks within the 40-metre line being performed and a score being awarded for success or failure.
Retention tests are an ideal way to infer if learning has been truly achieved. 3 weeks after the program is finished, the player will perform 10 randomised kicks within the 40-metre line at different areas on the field.